Hi everybody, in today's video we're going to be making Chinese steamed buns. They're the sweet plain buns that you can eat that are steamed. It has no meat inside, but it's a simple steamed buns that are sweet. And the recipe for that is 1 bag of dumpling flour, about 14 ounces, 2 tablespoons of sugar, half a cup of all-purpose flour, 250 mLs of milk, and probably I would say a bag of yeast. The flour I'm going to use already has a bag of yeast in it, but if the flour you buy, dumpling flour that you buy, doesn't have yeast, you can just go ahead and use a bag of Fleischmann's active yeast. Okay, the flour that I'm using is a Vietnamese brand. It's made by Miko Ready Mix, and it's a Vietnamese dumpling flour, MJ535. It has about 14.11 ounces. Inside of it, there's a bag of yeast. If you're buying a dumpling flour that doesn't have a bag of yeast, you can use Fleischmann's active yeast in its place. And I'll be using gold medal all-purpose flour. That's a half a cup of that. I have 250 mLs of milk. I'll be using 2 tablespoons of pure cane sugar. If you don't want it to be too sweet, you can just do 1 tablespoon of sugar. That would be enough. And this mixing bowl is actually pretty big, but I'm using it a bigger than normal one because after setting the flour up for letting it sit there for 8 to 10 hours, it'll actually start from very small amount all the way up to almost 3/4 full. That's when you know that it's time to steam it. Okay, so I opened up this bag of flour and I'm going to pour it into my mixing bowl. And inside this flour is a bag of yeast that's provided, but we're not going to use it today. We'll put it back inside, set it aside, and we're going to add a bag of Fleischmann's yeast. Mix it in there. Okay, and then half a cup of the all-purpose gold medal all-purpose flour, half a cup. I have a tablespoon of my sugar. And once this is all mixed in, we're going to slowly add the milk while mixing everything slowly so that it'll mix well. You can add it all at the same time, but then it kind of makes some of the flour come together too quickly and not being able to have that consistency. So we'll keep mixing here. I'm gonna go ahead and pour it in. It's okay, I don't think it's gonna be. Mix the flour with your hand. Can't really use a mixing machine because what happens is the dry powder and the dough doesn't really mix too well with the mixing machine. So I'm gonna mix it really well. There's still some dry flour here. It's coming together nicely into this dough form. Okay, knead it really well. Sticking to my gloves. And once all that dry flour is incorporated into this dough, go ahead and just stretch it out for about 5 to 10 minutes, because if you stretch it out, it'll actually make the dough a little bit more bouncy and give it that not so chewy kind of texture when it's all said and done. This is not looking good with my gloves getting in the way, but I guess you get the idea. Go ahead and stretch out the flour, the dough. About 5 minutes is good because your arms will probably start falling apart. I think I should have used a different type of glove, but go ahead and stretch it out, Maybe after 5 to 10 minutes, stretch it out some more. These gloves are not meant to, they're not latex, they're nitrile gloves. I don't think they're meant to be used to knead dough. That's very sticky, but lesson learned. And so you stretch this dough out for about 5 to 10 minutes. And once it's all done, go ahead and leave it in the mixing bowl. And I'm going to cover this up with a saran wrap, plastic wrap. And I'm going to keep this overnight, or at least 8 to 10 hours. And that, by the time this is all done, or after 8 to 10 hours, the dough will actually come all the way up to almost 3/4 full. And you know that at that time, the yeast has had a lot of time to make the dough rise and stretch it out a little bit more for that bouncy consistency that is really good with the Chinese steamed buns. So we're gonna wrap it up like this and leave it for about 8 to 10 hours. Okay, welcome back. So as you can see, I left this dough sitting here on the counter overnight for almost 11 hours. And as you can see, it started out deep in the mixing bowl, but now it's almost come up to be about 75% full. So it's ready to be steamed, and we're gonna do that next. I forgot to mention that the dough is very sticky, so you may want to use a little bit of vegetable oil to coat your hands so that it doesn't stick to your hands, and also the pan that you're going to use to shape the dough in whatever shape you wish to shape it into before you steam it. This is what I'm going to use to steam the buns in. It's basically something that I purchased at the local supermarket. It has 3 layers. The bottom layer is for water. We have 1 layer with holes in it for the steam to come through. Another layer if you want to use the second one. But I'm just going to use 1 layer to steam it, and it comes with a lid. So I've added some water to the bottom section of this pot, boiled some of that water already, and I decided to roll some of the dough into little rolls before we put it into the steamer. So set it on top, put on the lid, and turn on the fire, and we should have steam buns in 20 minutes. Okay, it's been 20 minutes, 25 minutes, so 20 to 25 minutes, and the buns are finally done. It's grown a lot in size, and I'll show you what it looks like when I cut it in half. So this is the final product. As you can see, I've cut the bun in half, and inside the bun looks like there's a lot of holes, which it should be. It's very airy. When you put it in your mouth, it should not be sticking to your teeth. It's very bouncy kind of feeling, and the texture should not be very chewy. That's how these buns will come out. So enjoy.